Okay. So Mayank, we are live now, and I think that now we can tell the people about your success story. So hi, good evening, everyone. Today I have with me another superstar of the evening. We have Dr. Mayank from Lucknow, and he has scored a rank of 99. And to tell you all, it was his first attempt, and the first attempt getting us, score the rank basically in double digit. It's incredible. So congratulations, Mayank.
Thank you so much, sir.
A fantastic feat, a fantastic, a thing that you have achieved. The history is created now. It has been written by your names. The rank 99 belongs to you. Okay. So Mayank has been our regular batch student from Lucknow. Mayank, this was your first attempt. And, I always tell people, the students who come to me, then they said that first attempt, sir, was not good. Rank was 60,000, 40,000, 50,000. And, so I keep on telling them that keep the first paper as a trial paper, and second one you can definitely do well, but you have already done that thing in the very first attempt. Okay, so I want to start with you with the very first, with the common thing, that when all did it started, when did you started thinking about the PGME?
Sir, I started my preparation during third year only when I joined DBMCI Lucknow.
Okay.
And yeah, sir, and it sort of continued in the internship also. That's it.
Okay. So when you joined us, what was the motivating force behind, I know one person, everybody in Lucknow, I cannot, I don't feel like that any student is there who has been a part of DBMC, even without being a part of it, is not knowing Mr. Dhruv, You
Yeah,
tell
sir.
me how it started with DBMCI and why only DBMCI? Why you came over here?
Yeah, sir. So, sir, the only factor which motivated me towards joining DBMCI was a spectacular result of our senior batch. And our seniors also told us that DBMCI is a very good institute and you should join. And Dhruv sir is definitely, he's a person who manages the center very well. And he also helped us pretty well in joining, in motivating us to join DBMCI.
Okay. So, Mayank, how was your initial day strategy when you joined DBMCI? Obviously, you were taking the classes. What
Yes.
was the thought process in your mind when you actually started thinking about the PGME?
Sir, my thought process was that I had to just, focus on the notes. I had to just solve question banks. I had to just study. I had to just, I had a dream that I had to get good branch. I didn't think about the best branch, but I thought that I had to get a good branch. So that was all my mindset that time.
Okay. So when you started planning I do believe that in the initial, when you were in third year, you were doing
Yes,
the regular classes.
yes,
The
sir.
final year, you were able to complete all the 19 subjects.
Yes,
Right?
sir.
Like that only.
Yes, sir.
So other than this exam, this NEET exam 2021, did you appear for any other exam?
I appeared for INI set this year in July.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
And what was the score? What was the rank that time?
So the score was not good. It was eye-opening for me. I scored around 1707 rank in that.
Okay.
And that definitely did an eye-opening number on me, that you have to do better than you did in the previous exam.
Okay.
So yeah, sir.
Some subjects, some faculties that you think were the people, the persons, the faculties, who actually changed your mindset towards the
Yes, sir.
subject?
Yes, sir. Sir, the first person which I would like to say is Dr. Rajat Jain, sir. He's the person, he's the legend of radiology, as we say, and he definitely, the way he teaches is the only reason that I picked interest in the branch in the first place. And other faculty, sir, Ashwini sir, his way of teaching anatomy, his way of making diagrams, making us do diagrams is very influencing. It's very helpful. It's very beneficial in visualizing anatomy. And sir, in second year subjects, I would like to say Praveen sir. Praveen sir's pathology is definitely one of the best pathology teachers which you'll get in our country. And ENT में sir Sanjay sir, and obviously sir आपके ortho के notes, they were very basic, they were very simple, and they were absolutely very great in revising and in everything.
So once you completed your all the 19 subject in the final year, once
Yes,
you were
sir.
done with that, what was the strategy after that in the internship? Only giving the test, or being a part of classes? How did you manage all those things?
Sir, what I did was that I focused on two things only. The main thing was notes, that I did around 60 to 70% of my times I focused on the notes. I used to revise them, I used to revise them, I made many revisions. And the one important thing which I want to say is that, which really helped me, is that you should not focus on the number of revisions which you're getting on your notes. You should focus on the quality which you're getting on those notes. You should focus on the quality which you're spending your time on in revising those notes. Another second important thing was that, sir, I solved a lot of MCQs. Solving a lot of questions is really helpful in opening your minds to apply those concepts which you have learned in the notes, to actually apply them on the questions. So these 2 points really helped me.
So initially, when you completed, what I am able to understand by discussing things with you is that in your third year, final year, you completed only the subjects.
Yes, sir.
Were you giving some tests also during that time?
No, sir. No, I did not give any tests.
You started giving the test only in internship.
In internship, yes, sir.
And how frequently you were giving the GTs and other tests?
Sir, GTs I used to give 2 in a month. Not many, usually 2 in the month, which I could, comfortably review them and then focus on my notes and completing the subjects also.
So when you were giving the GT, how much time you were taking to review, go through that GT again and find out the negatives that you marked? How much time you were taking?
Sir, around 1 to 1.5 days, or usually many a times it also took 2 days. So around 1.5 to 2 days it took me to review the GTs also.
Okay. So when you were reviewing the GT, you used to go through all the questions of GT, or only the ones that you marked wrongly?
Sir, I used to mark the guessed questions also, the guessed answers also. So I used to go through negative answers and the answers which I guessed, and the questions which I left, the questions which were correct, I did not used to review them because they used to take a lot of time to review. So only the wrong ones and the one which I guessed.
So till your whole year, in the whole year of internship, you were following the same strategy, 2
Yes,
GTs
sir.
per month and reviewing them?
Yes, sir. Yes.
And what was your revision strategy?
So I focused solely on notes for revision. During revisions, I was like, I have to do this subject in 2 days, this subject in 3 days. And I used to, in notes, you cannot revise everything when you do revisions. So I used to focus only on those subjects which I found very difficult during the first time, which I highlighted during the first time. Those topics were the sole focus of my revision.
So basically, for everyone whosoever is watching us, I would again say the same thing that I keep on telling everybody, that you as a student, once you're done with your notes, then you should be able to analyze what is most important in my notes, what is somewhat important in my notes, and what is not that important in my notes, or you can say least important. So once you are doing the revision like Mayank did, so he was basically focusing on all the most important things, right? And somewhat important things. So least important can be somehow skipped if you're having lack of time, or can be seen once or twice maybe, but that's not much required. Okay, that's great, Mayank. Mayank, what about the other than GTs? What other kind of tests you were giving?
Sir, I used to give subject tests when I was in the initial phases of preparation, but subject tests are very great when you're revising a subject. But once, subject test does not usually give you very much regarding the entire syllabus which you have to cover. So initially I used to give subject tests also, and they also helped me in revising the individual subjects.
Okay. Mayank, you are coming from that generation of student who has seen the live classes face to face. I mean to say face to face classes. And then suddenly you have seen the lockdown, and
Yes,
then the
sir.
classes going on to the DBMCI live app through the live channel.
Yes, sir.
What would you like to recommend to all your juniors, all your colleagues who are preparing for the NEET exam? Which one you would personally prefer, a face-to-face orientation or a class, or a live class? Like we are going on online classes, basically. I should say call them online classes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sir, I personally believe that what you gain in your face-to-face experience with a teacher is nothing when you compare it to an online class. In a face-to-face, you get to know the teacher better. You get to know the environment around you better. You get to know the real aspect of competition which you're going to face in the exam. So, according to me, I prefer the face-to-face classes more than the live classes.
Did you utilize eGurukul also?
No, sir, I did not utilize
all the time the phase only the. So Mayank is from that category of student, those who are not believing too much on the recorded platforms, because as I always say, recordings can be utilized, there is no doubt about it, but the point is when you are not sure enough about your notes, when you're not sure about your concepts, or you want to see something again, So please believe on your notes. They are the gold standards, whatever you have made. And the only strategy should be that you should keep on improvising it with your every revision, with your every GT, and whatever question you are finding anywhere else. If they are not in your notes, keep on adding them.
Yes, sir.
And when you were going for the NEET exam, suddenly before the NEET, there was a news that now the pattern of question will be changed and the number of questions will be from 300 to 200.
Yes,
What was
sir.
the thought process at that time?
So we were literally we and our friends, our fellow persons who were also preparing. So we were like in a limbo that the exam, nothing was for sure. Everything was in doubt. So we were in a limbo that what to do, what not to do. Still, what we did was that even if we are going to face 200 questions, these questions are going to be from what we have read, what we are going to read, what we are preparing for. So that's all that we, we didn't give much importance to these changes because this is for everybody. So
See, guys, this is the most important thing. We have to understand how so much fear anybody can create. One thing is for sure that the 19 subjects are going to remain the same. Nobody is going to ask you economics in place of orthopedics. It will be orthopedics only,
yes, sir.
right? And the content will be whatever is written in your notes only. Okay, so believe onto your notes and the way of asking the question will change. That's all, right? Instead of asking you directly that which nerve is involved in shaft of humerus, they can ask you that patient is presenting with this complaint, which nerve is involved. That's the only thing that can happen. And that's usually, we are seeing in every exam, whether it is INI or whether it is NEET exam. This is the most important thing each one of you needs to understand. Okay, so Mayank, what are the plans now? Which branch you are going for? 99 is something you will get everything, anything you want,
Yes,
right?
sir.
So what you are going for? What is the plan?
Sir, my dream branch used to be radio, and I am going to pick radio only.
Perfect. So you are going to Dr. Rajat side in his
Yes, sir.
team.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's great. Okay, that's very fine. And what about the INI? Are you planning for INI also to give a attempt in that INI?
No, sir, I'm not trying to now go for any other exam. I'm happy from where I am right now.
You've got it and you are happy with that.
Yes.
Okay. So the plan is to have a party before you join your PG.
Yes, sir. There
All this
is a plan going on.
Plan going on. So going out for some party or somewhere, that's
Yes,
good.
sir.
That is also required. Once you're into the PG life, the life will, surely change. You will be more responsible and you'll get more responsibilities, more burdens and whatnot. So wonderful, man. It was very nice talking to you. And believe me, whenever you guys get the ranks, it feels like that all of us, all the 19 faculties, all the team that we have at DBMC, everybody in my team, they feel that they have got a rank again. So it is so good to have people like you, students like you, who keep our morale high that we should perform every day much, much better so that we can get good results like you. So many congratulations once again from DBMC family, right? And keep on motivating all of us and all the very best for your future too. Thank you so much, man.
Thank you so much, sir.